Hi, Ivan.
Hi Marina, and I'm so happy to see you again, even though
Yes,
you
me
are in
too.
Canada.
Yeah, I'm in
And
Canada.
I am also happy to discuss the Eurovision news with you. And we have some
Yes,
some
we
big
have
news
so
coming
many
our way.
news, yes, and some of them are very big, yes. And the main news?
Main news is that Eurovision 2027 will take place in Burgas. Neta was
Yay!
correct
Neta
this
was
time.
right, yes.
Yeah, I
She was
think maybe
correct.
she's the only person who is very happy about that.
Do you think so?
Yeah, or the hotel owners
That's for
in
sure.
Burgas.
Yeah, and then
That's
Burgas,
for sure.
yes.
That will
Mm-hmm.
make them a big buck
Mm-hmm.
next season.
Mm.
Yeah, today it was announced. You were sleeping during that time.
Yes, I
You
was.
How was it for you? You just like
And
because we have like eight hours of time difference, I think.
yes, yes, it's a different
And
world, and nobody knows about Eurovision in Canada. I'm asking people; they they don't care about this, and I don't know how they can join this whole I don't know fun and how they will watch. I mean, it's okay for them, but they will watch like in the morning during day if they will watch even again. Yeah, how press should work if they will sleep when something is announced and happen. Yeah, it's strange.
I don't know, but I woke up pretty early today,
Hmm.
and they haven't announced any kind of press events yesterday. And at some point, I was like, I think it was 9 o'clock or something,
Mm.
and it was like, yeah, the press conference is at 10. And I'm like, oh, okay. I still have to redo one of my videos for that. Wh- why are you announcing this like 1 hour before the press conference? But anyway, I've opened the website where the press conference was, and the first thing I saw was the head of the broadcaster of the Bulgarian broadcaster being very sad. And I'm like, oh, it's okay, it's in Burgas. I know that. And she was like at some point when the press conference started, she was like, yeah. The Eurovision 2027. I'm very happy to announce that the Eurovision 2027 will take place in Burgas. And like, you are not happy. No,
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 she's usually very
no.
happy.
She is always excited, always happy about Eurovision and stuff. Especially when Dara won, and she was like, "Yeah, Eurovision in Sofia," and she was constantly
Yes, a
talking
few
about
times
Sofia.
broadcaster like leaked revealed something that it will be in Sofia, and now such a big change. Why do you think such a big change? Because it's clearly in the time when Neta also predicted Burgas, it was Sofia.
Yeah, I think. I have a conspiracy theory.
Okay, that's always
Basically,
good.
they've it's always good. Um, basically, the original timeline was that they were supposed to announce the host city till the end,
Mm-hmm. But,
and I think that they wanted to announce it on the 31st of July. It was Friday, but then the EBU inspection or stuff came, and they've actually looked at both of the cities, at their capacities, this and that, and maybe they've discovered something in Sofia that wasn't so good, and that put Burgas on the first place for them, because there are rumors that there were two sides of this conflict. One
mm-hmm.
of them being the broadcaster who wanted Eurovision to be hosted in Sofia, and the other one is the EBU and the government of Bulgaria who wanted to host Eurovision in Burgas, and we can see who won. Yeah, so I think that there are like lots of factors that played into that. Some of them are political, some of them are just pure nature of the arena, that maybe the newer arena, which Burgas Arena was opened 3 years ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's easier to host it there. Maybe it's like technically there are more things possible in that arena than in Sofia, in a bigger city. Yeah, I was happy. I'm happy either way because I just want Eurovision.
Yeah,
That's
me
the only thing
neither.
I want. And Eurovision near a bunch of water near the sea. I think it's a newer concept that we haven't seen in a while. I hope they will play with that, and there will be like lots and lots of things themed around Burgas being a touristy spot for summer
Mm-hmm.
vacation. Yeah, so I am happy. The head of the broadcaster apparently not, because after that she was signing the contract with with the mayor of Burgas, and it looked like she didn't want to be there. She was like, why I wanted it to be in Sofia. But
Yes.
it's like Ivan's conspiracy theories mixed with lots of apparently leaked stuff that I saw online.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, but YBU recent years clearly want to go towards the smaller cities also, and if there's possibilities, apparently in Innsbruck last year it was no possibilities at all to choose it, but yes,
Yeah, but
if
Innsbruck, yeah, the project that they submitted to the EBU, it was bad.
yeah,
It was it was objectively bad.
yeah, but that means
So
that Burgas not so bad. I mean, it's more or less equal if they could choose it towards Sophia, and yeah, over Sophia.
yeah, so we will see
Mm-hmm.
how Burgos will handle it.
Mm-hmm.
But the my biggest concern is the accommodation actually, because I've been to a couple of like touristy cities for summer vacation, and usually how it works, and I saw it also in Burgos, there is this big city like, for example, Antalya or Burgas, and there are a lot of smaller cities or like smaller enclaves for the tourists,
Mm-hmm.
like that are quite close to the city but not that close to the city, where tourists usually stay, and there are lots of hotels built for them for like summer vacation. And I have a feeling that it's quite similar in Burgas. I have booked an Airbnb in a city near Burgas, which
Mm-hmm.
is like 30 minutes away from Burgas. And I hope they will drop more hotel rooms and more hotels soon, or sooner or later. But yeah, my biggest concern when it comes to Burgas is the amount of hotel rooms and the availability. Because Sofia is a big city.
Yeah,
It's like Vienna. It was
it's like yeah.
I didn't have to do that, but I think it was quite easy to find accommodation
Mm-hmm.
in Vienna.
Yes, that's true. No. For me, question more like how good is public transport there, or will they do something? But still, if they will add extra buses or I don't know some public, especially for Eurovision, they cannot cover all the small cities or every place to bring people to the arena. How it will work there then? Yeah.
But apparently, what I saw online, there are already plans, and like it was announced that
Mm-hmm.
they will like the city that where I've rented an
Mm-hmm.
Airbnb. It has buses that go like quite often to Burgas and from
Mm-hmm.
Burgas back to the city, but it only runs till 8:30, I think,
Mm-hmm.
which is for Eurovision is nothing. The events
Yes.
end quite late. So yeah, and there are plans to extend that with the free public buses that
Mm-hmm.
will apparently go to those smaller cities, but we will see.
We will see. If they promise, they should find some solution for that. But on the other hand, in such cities and yes, small cities next to it, there are a lot of hotels and places because they used to a lot of tourists. They used to
Yeah,
invite a lot of tourists every summer, so it should work.
but there is also like a great aspect of
Mm-hmm.
Burgas hosting, or like in general a smaller city hosting a Eurovision, which we saw also in Basel, which we
Mm-hmm.
haven't seen in Vienna, is that you
In
can, when you
Liverpool,
go to
yes,
that
it was the
city,
same. Yes.
in Liverpool, I sadly
Mm-hmm.
haven't been to the Liverpool,
Mm-hmm.
but you can see that Eurovision is in this city. It's very
Yes.
present.
Yes.
If it's a smaller city, obviously it's easier to turn a smaller city into
Mm-hmm.
a big Eurovision village. So yeah, um, from that viewpoint, I'm quite happy that Burgas will host Eurovision next year.
Yes, and we don't have like much countries with the sea in Europe, with such see why not to use this opportunity also. So it will be um, Eurovision C party, big party.
Sea parties.
Yes.
Apparently the and we will talk about that later. Not so turquoise carpet will be hosted near the sea, and
Yeah.
I've looked at the pictures of a supposed venue where it will be hosted. It's quite beautiful. It's near the sea, and I've mentioned the turquoise carpet,
Yes.
and we have to talk about one of the biggest elephants in the room, which is Moroccan Oil no longer being a sponsor of Eurovision.
That's very
This
unexpected also.
Yeah, the sponsorship that started in Rotterdam, in the city where you live,
Yes.
uh, 6 years ago, I think.
No,
And
2021, I don't remember. They should
but
sponsor 2020 as well, yes? I
yeah,
think it
yeah,
started, yes, from... So it was for 6 years.
it was 6 years. It was the biggest sponsor of Eurovision. They had sponsored their main partner, and they will not be partnering with Eurovision for 2027. Sadly or not, I really enjoyed the free Moroccan oil samples after every, but they were only giving them away after every live show. Yeah, but I don't know, the this Moroccan oil lounge was nice. I think the content from there and the trophy being displayed there, it was nice.
But when we
And
all
the
know
Turkish
the main
carpet.
idea, it's not because of the samples or Turkish carpet. Why all fans didn't want Moroccan oil to be the main sponsor? Because it's Israeli, even if its headquarter of the company is in Canada and in US, but still it's
It's a
associated for
company that
people.
makes its
Yes.
products in Israel, and I think it was established in Israel and then they moved to
Yes,
the other
so
cities.
fans think it will be less influenced now and on the results if it was, or like on participation of Israel in general. I don't know. It will change something. I don't think, but at least yes, fans should be happy.
I don't think it will change anything, honestly. But I'm quite excited to see if they will keep the color of
The
the
color of
carpet,
I don't
the
think
color
so.
of the carpet, and who the next big sponsor would be. I think
That's mm-hmm,
we've talked about our theories before in other language, um, but I think in my opinion, it will either be Zoop
I think
or some kind of a Chinese Chinese e-car manufacturer, because they also want to enter the European market, and they've sponsored Eurovision 2026. They were not like the main partner, but they might step
how
up.
they can highlight then to give cars. So Moroccan oil will
That's a
be
great
good.
question, because like
It was clear how to promote, Moroccan oil, but yeah.
the cars that the participants were driven in Vienna were the cars. I don't remember the name of that company, but they were from that company.
Okay.
The cars that were like with like the official logos and stuff, they were from that company.
Okay.
But it's
So they
not that
can.
big of a highlight, because I think the partnership with Moroccan Oil was uh, it was a great partnership, because like hair is a part of a performance, and having like a hair lounge where you can get a haircut, and they will film some content with you, this and that. It was a great idea, and
Maybe
maybe they
some,
will
yeah,
be
some makeup
cosmetic brand
company would be
or
good. Yes, some cosmetic brand would be good there as well. I don't think it will be the problem to find a big sponsor.
yeah.
Yes,
So we will see.
we will see. Yeah, no more Turkish carpet. Yeah,
The red carpet or
the next company color we will see. Yes,
yeah.
and
else?
if we are going to forward to this news and also yesterday, or it's for me, it was yesterday, probably it was like 2 days ago in Europe, the new rules. YBU published
The new
new
rules of
rules, yes.
Eurovision Song Contest. I think there are like four main points of attraction. where most of the fans' attention being driven to one of them, and we will talk about that later. But they are like, for me, some of them like they are all equal. And first things first, if the country that won the Eurovision is in the state of war or not secure, the commission that is responsible for Eurovision hosting can say can assess the this country and say no, the Eurovision will not be hosted there, and give it to another country, and that country is not obliged to host the Eurovision on behalf of that country, as it was in Liverpool.
Liverpool.
I don't know if they were officially obliged to host it as like Ukraine on behalf of Ukraine or something, but it was a very nice touch. So, yeah, basically everyone in the Eurovision community, when people saw that, they obviously thought about one country,
It's about Israel, of course, and
about Israel, and everyone forgot about the Ukraine, where
no, I no, but it's okay. Of course, that's the main highlight is Israel, but
yeah.
obviously Ukraine. It's also, but it was clear that it's already was the case. If
Yeah,
Ukraine will
but
win,
it's like a rule that is clear and obvious. If the country is at war, Eurovision can't go there. We can't go there. So they've, I think, with like most of those, some of those rules, the thing is, it was like that in practice, and there are like real cases, but in this case is Eurovision in Liverpool, where it was handled this way, but now they want to have it in writing.
no, because let's say if Israel will win, that's what many fans afraid, because every year it coming closer and closer, like second place, yes. And I think Ibu just trying to say and that to be sure that Eurovision will not go there, because if Israel will win, I'm not sure they would accept that, okay, it's dangerous here, we will not host by themselves. I'm not sure.
I
That's
don't know,
why
but I
what Ibu is trying to protect this way, you know. Now that
yeah, but I think they are more or less reasonable, and it's not that safe in Israel as it was in 2019 right now. Because sometimes there are bombs and stuff that I don't really want to
sometimes
talk about.
it's not officially
But
like in the big conflict like Ukraine still, you know. But now in the reference group of YBU, Eurovision Song Contest can decide is it safe on or not, should Eurovision be hosted there or not. I think they're just trying to protect themselves like on the future, and they can reject it. Because I
yeah,
don't know, like Israel broadcaster, how responsible so, but many fans from Israel they're writing like, "Oh, bring the contest back home." I don't know why home to Israel. I mean, they accepted that, expected. I mean that it should be there, and that's what
yeah, and
Ibu
we
is
will
trying
see
to
who will win
protect.
next year.
Yeah.
But anyway, there are three, I think, three more points. The one that was announced many months before is that you can now take part in Eurovision only if you're 18 on the day of the first rehearsal, I think,
Yeah, something like
of the
this. Yeah.
Eurovision. Um, yeah, it was something that EBU was talking about for a couple of months. I think I think even at the end of 2025 they will be like there was like, yeah, this is the last Eurovision where you can take part if you're 16 or older. Yeah, it's it's there. I think it's okay.
Yeah, and yeah, I I haven't seen the big problem like for Monroe from France or for Celia Capsis. If it depends more on the participant how they ready already, but for some like Victor Vernicus it was very sensitive, but on the other hand for some older participants it can be sensitive. It can be sensitive for anyone if the
For
result
everyone.
if result is not good, it's obviously, but if they want to protect younger people, and that's okay. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
expected.
Yeah. And I think the next thing you can tell me more about, because I'm not a professional when it comes to that, about the back vocals and singing and recording.
Yes, that's interesting. We'll see how it will work. But what, as I understand, what they mentioned that it will be not allowed to for backing vocalists to sing the main melody together with the main contestant. Otherwise, you cannot even understand and hear who's singing this. If the other people they support it so much, so you can hear the melody and you cannot hear how the sorry participant of Eurovision is singing it. You may hear only backing vocalists, and they're
Yeah.
trying to protect and reduce this influence. And just backing vocalist can sing the other parties. I don't know how to explain, like not the main melody, but like tertia or octave, or to make it wider, but different notes, not the notes that the main singer is singing. Is it understandable?
Yeah, I think it's quite clear.
Okay.
And the last thing it's not clear yet, but everyone interprets it like that, is that we will not have juries in the semifinals next year. It will be 100% televote. Um, it's up for debate. It's still not 100% clear what will happen there, and we're still waiting for an official announcement from the EBU. But many people interpreted what is written there this way, including me. I think there will be no juries in the semifinal.
No, it says
Yeah,
like something under discussion or there's under review of EBU. I don't
whatever
know.
that means.
Yeah, they changing it very often. So yeah, I think they should just stuck on one way and be with this, because anyway it will be people who are not happy with the results both ways, with only televoters, with jury and televoters. Or maybe they say maybe they can also change percentage of like how much percent of jury televoters. We'll see, but yeah, it's not something surprising from them.
We'll see what will happen next year.
Yes.
Um,
For me, I prefer to stay jury 50-50.
yeah, 50-50. I think so too. And if they want to like rebalance to give, I don't know, 60 to televote and 40 to jury, I don't think it's a good idea. I can see one getting preferred and another. Yeah, I don't see that.
Yes.
Do you want to discuss Eurovision Asia, Eurovision Bhutan?
No, it's a separate video. Let's discuss.
Okay.
We will make a video. Let's do later a reaction video on Bhutan.
True.
Yes.
But not today.
Not today, no.
No.
It's a lot of news from original Eurovision today, yes.
The original Eurovision.
Original, yes. The main Eurovision.
The
Or I don't
main
know how to call
Eurovision.
it. The adult Eurovision. Like what?
The
It
adult
sounds very...
The Eurovision 18 plus at this point.
Now 18 plus, yes.
Now 18 plus.
Yes, so that was the main news. Big news
Yeah.
for today. But it feels like season it's starting already, even if it's not for September. But yeah, we know a lot.
It feels
Yeah.
more real, especially
Exactly.
with the Eurovision Asia being somewhere in the background and me being and us being able to watch some national finals in November and in the Eurovision in November and like in September and October. But yeah, it feels more and more real. And I
Yes.
love it. I love Eurovision.
Like all of us.
Yeah. So if you love Eurovision, follow both of our channels and other social media that we have. Leave a like and a comment, and see you sometime.
Yes.
Subscribe, yeah. And see you sometime soon. Bye. Bussi.
Bye.